be a more upmarket district. But poor safety regulations still meant many had no means of escape. Juliet Bremner, News at 10.
Now, for most of us, it's almost impossible to imagine a life free from pain, but a British woman who has experienced exactly that could be the key to a medical revolution. Jo Cameron left surgeons baffled when, after surgery, she insisted that she needed no pain relief. Investigations revealed she has a rare genetic mutation, which researchers hope could help them develop new treatments. Well, the latest NHS figures show more than a third of adults suffer with chronic pain. That's pain that lasts 3 months or more, and it is incredibly costly. Managing chronic pain takes up an estimated 5 million GP appointments a year, and while it's thought the most common kind, back pain costs the UK economy £12.3 billion annually.
A retired lecturer and mother of two, Jo Cameron always knew she was impervious to pain.
I broke my arm and didn't realise for 2 days I'd broken my arm. I was about 9, I think. And it was only when my mother looked and said, "There's something wrong with your hand, we'll take you to the doctors." It had to be rebroken because it had begun to set.
It was only when she needed an operation in her mid-60s and refused painkillers that doctors realised she was very special indeed.
I said I won't need them, and he said, "Oh, you will." And he checked after us whether I had taken painkillers, and when he realised I hadn't, he called me back. And when he looked at all my records, he found I'd never had a painkiller, even when I had the children.
The secret to why Jo has gone through life almost pain-free lies in her DNA. She has 2 genetic mutations, one of which is completely new to science. They effectively knock out an enzyme called FAR, which normally breaks down a natural painkiller in the blood. Without it, Jo has twice as much of this chemical in her system as the rest of us, making her insensitive to pain. At the lab in London which identified the genes, I volunteered for one of the clinical tests Jo Cameron was put through.
So if you place your arm in the ice cold water up to the elbow and keep it in for as long as you can.
And I am now feeling considerable pain in my arm.
Yeah.
What's causing that?
So there are proteins on nerves that innervate your whole body. So there's a protein called TRPM8. It's opening up.
Can you speed this up? It's really hurting.
Depolarizing the nerve cell and sending a signal into your brain that you're undergoing an unpleasant and painful experience. And I would suggest that that's enough, judging by your face.
Compared to Jo Cameron, my pain tolerance was decidedly average.
She's very, very unusual. I'm sure there are others out there, but, you know, at the moment she is unique.
Genes like Jo's are just what the researchers have been looking for. In America, around 50,000 people die each year of opioid overdose. The world needs alternatives for treating chronic pain.
By finding mutations that lead to painlessness in people, we might find routes to developing new analgesic drugs. And as the population gets older, the number of people that are suffering from ongoing chronic pain is increasing. So it is a desperate clinical situation.
They want to find more like Jo, and since we filmed in the lab, 18 people who feel little or no pain have been in touch with the researchers. So perhaps Jo isn't a lone superhuman.
I don't feel superhuman anyway, and my children would absolutely laugh because I drop things and break things. I'm not superhuman.
Tom Clark reporting there, thankfully warmed up after that experience. Now, on to other news. Thousands of